This here is the last part of the machine that needs to be painted, and it's a bit that's the machine's been standing on for the whole time I've been doing the cabinet work, and that's the back. As you can see, this part here probably had arguably the most amount of cabinet damage of all the faces of the cabinet. Sure, the corners were pretty bad, but this one seemed to have some sort of termite damage action on the wood itself. And as you can see from what's left over on the cabinet, there's really not a lot of paint left on this side, so it was pretty safe for me to start working on this, considering that the lead paint was basically gone off the back. So one major part of this particular one here, there was this huge void of wood here, which the termites had a good munch on, and that's all been filled in really nicely now by the builder's bog. You can see that this seam here is practically invisible when you've actually repaired it, so it's pretty good. Now you'll notice that there are some chunks and stuff out of here. To be honest, I actually kind of like that. It makes the cabinet still look used when you paint it, but it gives it a bit of, it makes it look better than it was, but it gives it a bit of character as well. And you know, this is an 80s machine, so for me, I think a few dings and scratches under the paint actually seems to make sense to me. So I'm going to leave it like that. So over the course of the weekend, this will get a good paint, and it'll actually look pretty nice at the end of it. I'm going to replace the little bumpers that were sitting here and here across the other side as well, with probably some quadding, just so if this thing ever gets stood up on its back, it should slide in and out of the back of the ute pretty easily. So yeah, that's going to be it's going to be good when it's finished, because then this is really the last step for me to be able to put the legs on and stand the thing up. It'll need a coat of varathane over it to strengthen it a bit, because it is household blue. But after that, it should be ready to whack the legs on after it's had enough time to dry. So it's pretty exciting. It'll be good to get this thing back up on legs again.